Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration.
You're listening to In the Key of J&A Radio Show, and we are your hosts. I'm Angel.
And I'm Jay.
And we are your favorite hump day hosts in the afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's that time again. It is 2 p.m. Right here on In the Key of J&A Radio Show on WDRB Media. I am your hump day host.
And I am Angel. He is your hump day host.
It is so good to be on here yet again. It's 2 p.m. and we're going to have a great time today.
Yes, he is in an extraordinary mood.
I am in an extraordinary mood.
How many of those you gonna say?
I had to put the emphasis on extraordinary. Isn't that a gum? Okay. But either way,
let's move on.
It's good to have our supporters on here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. So today, listen, we're going to have a great show. First of all, Angel, how you feel?
I feel like you're about to ask me some interesting questions that I may not want to answer.
We have a questionnaire today that we are going to entertain. And I am just excited because, you never know what we're going to say. I certainly don't know what Angel's going to say because
I don't like to be on the end of the interviewing process today.
She has no filter, so we don't know what she's going to say, but we're going to get into it. So have you guys ever played the game Would You Rather?
Oh, Lord.
So basically it's questions...
There you go.
That somebody in their awesome extra of time made up to ask you, would you rather do something rather than the other? So
he's been keeping this from me all day.
So
okay.
We're going to ask a few questions. So we're going to start with Angel. I'm gonna ask your other hump day host a few questions just to kind of get the ball rolling, because that's what we do here, since she's gonna be the sacrificial lamb for us this morning. So
if I yell out commercial, you gonna understand why.
No, we ain't gonna yell out commercial. We gonna give the people what they want. We gonna give the fans what they want. You guys tuned into it, so you gonna get all of it, uncensored, unfiltered.
It'll definitely be censored and filtered, especially if I have to say it.
Yeah, you may have to edit some things out because girl, the Lord ain't through with her yet. So let me ask Angel.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. So, question number 1. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
I don't like these questions already.
What's wrong? 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
150 years into the future is probably the ideal answer, I guess. Because I get to see where I'm going and where my generation is going, where my children's generation is going.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably pick that one.
Well, for me, I would have chose 10 minutes because...
Of course you would.
Because I can pretty much remember 10 minutes before I got in some trouble or made some decisions, I would have looked at myself and be like, get your behind out of here right now. Not now, but right now. I am you from the future. And this is what you're going to be dealing with.
Just 10 minutes is not enough. 10 minutes, it takes you 10 minutes to drive to a Walmart. That's not enough.
10 minutes, if you think about it, 10 minutes, if you would have had 10 minutes of outside of your lifetime, just before you made that decision, and everybody know what that decision is, a bad decision, a scary decision, or some kind of decision that you regret even to this day, you would have told yourself 10 minutes before you got into whatever you got into, you need to sit down somewhere. You need to go home.
I don't know, but 150 years and kind of allows you to itemize some things so that you can kind of map out what can possibly happen with, not just you, but what affects things around you.
Well, 150 years in the future is already past all your catastrophes. That's already past all your,
I truly believe that the things that you do now shape what you do later, and also the decisions that you make for yourself, even in that 10 minutes that you're talking about, also shape the futures of others. So, some of my decisions that I make in that, knowing that 150 years is available for me to see, some decisions that I would make not knowing, I would probably change if I know it's going to affect how it's going to affect my family around me.
Okay. Well, we gonna move on because we got a lot.
No, we're not going to a lot of questions.
We have so, and I'm telling you, I'm so excited for today's show, because this is only gonna be part 1, y'all. So y'all gonna have to stay tuned even next week, because we going in. These questions get really deep. So question number 2: would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? Now, this is a very loaded question.
Loaded.
Because,
would I rather...
For you, the ability to move things and you could just do things without touching.
Yes, I can move my Range Rover from the car dealership into my driveway. That'd be interesting and awesome at the same time.
Yeah, but I don't think you need the ability to read minds, because I
if I had the ability to read minds, y'all would be in some trouble. Some things the Lord knew not to give me.
Well, I knew that also. With the telekinesis, the ability to move things, when people make you angry, you can
move them right out of your way in traffic when they're real slow and they come in the fast lane and you're coming up and they decide to get over, and I can move them right back over.
Move them right back over there.
That would be beautiful.
That's not nice.
I never have to worry about putting my horn on. I never have to worry about possibly saying some things I'm gonna have to repent for later.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that's a great one. I probably, I don't know. I probably would choose that one. Having the ability to read people's minds, or see or hear their thoughts. I don't know if I would want that. I don't want to be God. That's number one. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to know that much. I don't want to look at people that smile at me, knowing that they're lying on the inside about how they feel about me, because that will probably put me in jail.
And that's the thing. I think that's
a
loaded question.
Orange is definitely not my color. So.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. So, all right, question number 3. Now this is be careful how you answer this, y'all. Now here's the thing. Y'all can also put in our comment section, those who are listening on YouTube. Also put in our comment section, what would you rather do on some of these questions. Now, would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? Now, I already know which one I wouldn't want to. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my issue with this question. You may not have a struggle with this question, or
don't worry, we gonna get right back into it. Save that question.
How dare you?
Listen, everybody, we'll be right back.
Commercial.
And we're back on In the Key of J&A Radio Show.
He's so rude, bro. I gotta ask a question.
I had to ask a question and then take commercial.
That was rude.
So listen, we're going to get right back into it.
Yes.
So let me ask this question again. Angel, would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or everyone you know to have access to your internet history?
I don't really care who has access to my internet history. Like, I don't really care about that. So I really don't. That doesn't bother me. I don't. Whatever I'm looking at is what I chose to look at. So, I don't really care. I'm not a person who cares about the judgments of others. So
that's good.
And I have been doing very well with not being offended by how people feel about me. So I really don't care about you learning what my internet history is. Now, my thoughts.
Oh boy.
Boy.
I don't think.
Now, the question was those who know me, correct?
Right.
Most of those who know me know my thoughts because I share them.
I
share them.
Nah, you got a point there. That's true.
I share them, and I have no problem sharing them. You don't have to like what I'm going to say, and that's fine too. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Right.
I'm not going to pat your back. I'm going to say it, and we're going to move on. If you know me, like you said, then you won't be offended by what I'm saying because, number one, you asked me. I try not to give anybody my opinion unless they ask for it. But the moment you ask for it, open the floodgates of heaven.
They're gonna be sorry they asked.
Oh yes. Careful.
That's the thing. You gotta be careful. Like that. When you have people that are brutally honest, you have certain people like Angel who is brutally honest.
With love, though. I do it with love.
With love, though. But you have to understand, like, she's very open with it. But then you have people like me who's brutally honest. And
right.
I won't
notice who's not answering any questions. I just want to make sure we put that out there. Just a pin. Ding, ding, ding. Notice who's not answering these questions. I'm on the receiving end today.
Yes. Today.
But guess what? On our next show, I'm asking the questions. Believe that.
Yeah, but a person like me, I'm brutally honest, but you have to ask me. I'm not going to just come out and tell you. If you ask me, well, what do you think? Well,
here it is.
You asked for it, I'm going to give it to you. But
if you don't come rolling.
If you don't ask for it, I ain't going to say that. I'm going to let you do what you do. All right, but let's get back into it. All right. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's deep right there. Would you rather lose? Y'all could answer this too in the comment section. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
It's hard. Here's my. This one was hard, and I'm not gonna hold up the question. Probably not gonna be able to answer it that way I want to, but it's hard to answer that because there's still some things I want to see, right? There's still some things I want to see in my lifetime, and I would hate to be blind and happy, right? Than have a bunch of memories that didn't make me happy. So I can honestly say that I have more unhappy memories. I'm just being honest. Than I have happy ones. They kind of outweigh, So being blind would probably not be the one that I want because I'm trying to see some great things that'll give me more happy memories. That makes sense?
Makes perfect sense. So we're going to put a pin on that question and come back to that question next week.
Okay.
On that, because that's a really deep question. I really want to explore that question.
That's a deep one.
Even myself, I want to explore that question.
That's a deep question.
So we're gonna come back with more Would You Rather right after this break. All right, we're back in the Key of J&A Radio Show.
While I'm wiping sweat.
Listen, y'all, we gonna get right back into it.
I don't know. I don't like where some of these questions is going.
You know, we're not even halfway through these questions, and
we're not even a tenth of the way.
We're not even 10th of the way. So we got a lot more, but we're gonna keep going because this is still part one. So we're gonna keep going. Listen, this question is really good. This is for me.
Oh boy.
Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or give up the internet for the rest of your life? Now, for me, I don't care about the internet that much. I need to be comfortable when I'm asleep. I likes the air condition. I likes the air conditioning. And the word, but it's a word today. I like the air conditioning.
One word.
I like to have my foot hanging off the bed when I'm asleep. Yet have
fan
the cover on one leg.
Too. Don't forget the fan.
Yeah, fan on, cover on one leg hanging off the bed. You know, uncovered.
You're the reason why I'm constantly having allergy attacks.
It needs to be a delicate balance.
That's not a delicate balance, first of all.
You know, it needs to be.
That is.
No,
it's not.
Like one part of your body is heated, the next part of your body is.
It's cold. I'm constantly complaining.
You're constantly.
I'm just letting y'all know I'm constantly complaining about the temperature that he has going on in the home. Just want y'all to put that.
No.
Just want y'all to know that
we usually keep our heat.
We don't keep anything.
Okay, I usually keep the heat on 73, which is comfortable.
No, it's not.
I always have.
We're gonna have this argument. On this show today.
I always have my prophetess come over, who's Tiffy. We love her so much. You know, I have her come over, and we keep the heat on 73, and she'll say,
"We don't keep the heat on 73." Stop saying we.
She'll say, "Jay, can you turn the heat up?" And I'll turn it up to 74 just for her. You know,
1 degree,
and the heat
1 degree.
But you get surprised. You'd be surprised how hot
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
On 74.
No, it doesn't.
Rather than 73.
No, it doesn't. I'm telling you, no, it doesn't. I don't care how many times you try to sit here and explain that it changes the atmosphere. It does not. It's still cold. It's still cold. I'm about sick of it now.
I don't know why y'all don't feel that difference from 73 to 74.
You are the only person who feels a difference. We're still freezing. Ignorant. Listen, it's not always about you.
Listen.
Other people in the house too.
That's fine. We're all look.
No, we are. It's not a we thing. It's a you
Lord
thing.
The Lord blessed us with covers for a reason. Oh, God. So whatever we do,
which is why I don't share my heated blanket with you. Now, move on.
All right, we gonna move on. All right. Would you rather never to be able to go out during the day, or never to be able to go out at night?
I like to be home, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of in on that.
I like to be home. I'm a person who enjoys being home. All the amenities that I have, I enjoy being in the house. So going out is really not the thing I love to do. So daytime, nighttime, it really doesn't matter. I don't like the heat, the cold. I'm sorry, forgive me. I don't like the cold at all. So winter is definitely not the time, the season, the month. Give me 80, 90 degrees all year long. I am just fine.
90 degrees
Bake
all
me,
year long?
rotisserie gold. Bake me.
Oh, gosh.
I want to be like Boston Market glistening.
I think 80 degrees, 85 is the perfect temperature.
90
all
is the
year
perfect
long.
temperature.
You know, like that's hot.
That's not hot.
That's not
hot.
That's like steamy hot.
But you know what? I can settle on 80 degrees. I can settle for that. That's fine. I can settle for 76 degrees. Anything lower than that, like in August, I'm already under a heated blanket.
Okay.
Because that temperature drop, I can feel it. Everybody's like, oh, it's still hot in August. I'm not hot in August because I know September is coming. My body's already preparing for the chill.
Right.
So I don't really care about going outside, daytime, nighttime. I am an avid person. Like if I want something, there's a DoorDash and an Instacart. You know, if I
you
need
rather
something,
order it?
Yeah, I mean, if I don't have to go outside, I won't go outside.
Oh gosh.
What? It's the truth. I appreciate when people are like, oh, I want to invite you somewhere. Now, if I'm working, there's nothing I can do about that. So, just shout out to y'all who invite me out to places, and I appreciate you. I work a lot, so I'm usually really tired. I'm trying to be more intentional about spending time with people, daytime and nighttime. But just for the record, I'd rather be home. Everything I need is in the house.
All right. So, last question before we wrap this part
Lord.
1 show up. All right. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house?
Both of these answers are wrong.
Force me, please. I'll be up there with Smokey the Bear. Like, you want a hot dog? You want a hot dog? Sir? Bambi? You want a hot dog? Forest creatures?
Not Bambi.
You want a hot dog? Marshmallow? S'more?
Going around with a tray in your hand talking about
way.
s'more?
Ain't no way.
Hot chocolate?
Ain't no way I'm saying no haunted house. Or even those little haunted hospitals and stuff.
You know the power of prayer. You can pray your way.
I'm going to pray in the forest. Jesus prayed when he went into the wilderness. He ain't say nothing about no haunted house.
Oh God!
Put me in the forest. I'll pray just fine.
I'm probably a forest me person too.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing the haunted house. Like you ever see those paranormal stories where they be in the hospital? Them hospitals.
You watch too much TV.
No, I can't do that.
Too much Discovery Plus.
And then you can't find your way out. What did we do that was like that? Like some kind of
escape plan or something. Escape room or something like that.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
You can't find your way out.
That's a no.
No, forest me, please. I can find my way through the forest.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my problem. It said haunted house, but said forest with no house. Now, you just gonna be out there in the forest?
Yeah, okay.
You can't climb a tree. You don't know how. You've never been a Boy Scout, so you don't know how to create a fire. You don't know how to tie a rope. You don't know how to do nothing. You just gonna be out there?
We gonna do what we gotta do. I'm gonna take 2 sticks.
Did it say a weekend or just a night?
No, a night. So listen, hold on.
A weekend in the forest?
No, a week in the forest.
A week, you gonna die.
No, I'm gonna take.
You're gonna die.
I'm gonna take 2 sticks together.
Yep.
I'm gonna make me a fire.
Exactly. There's gonna be a bear sitting right over there, waiting to just waiting for you to make that fire so he can cook you, because you're gonna die 1 week in a forest. Y'all don't know.
Smokey the Bear.
Y'all don't know Jay like I know Jay. He is not going to make it 1 day in a forest. You have a better chance of that one night.
Listen.
I know you have a better chance in that haunted house for 1 night than being in the forest for a week trying to survive.
Oh man.
Lord.
All right, listen, y'all. We gonna keep the fun going, y'all. So listen, we appreciate all of our listeners. We gotta cut it off.
I'm gonna cut up after this. I'm gonna get on him after this because I know he's telling a whole lie.
Oh gosh, but next week we gonna continue part 2 right here on In the Key of J-Day Radio Show on WDRB Media. iHeartRadio. I am your Hump Day host, Jay.
And I'm Angel, and he's a fool.
We see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.